Thank you very much. I will soon get well again with this. What's more, it's delicious. I like you more and more, Valdo. Follow me. I have something to show you. Here are my apartments. What do you think of them?
You're well installed, and I see that you really do have some of Da Vinci's works.
The two drawings are over there, and there's the telescope behind you. It's damaged.
May I look at them?
Of course, now that you're here.
A famous sketch of the Battle of Anghiari. It's here after all. My employer's well informed.
Babou took great care not to tell me that she hid it here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. She's finally shown me where it is.
Is this where you discovered the sketch of the Battle of Anghiari?
Yes, it was there on the easel.
It's truly magnificent. I understand why you kept it for yourself.
Do you really have to take it back to Milsey?
Who knows, I may never be able to find it.
I hope.
You said it didn't work, it's a shame. Perhaps it's only something small, like a broken lens.
I don't know anything about it, but please, if you think you can repair it.
Is this where you discovered the sketch of...
Yes.
It's truly magnificent.
Can you see anything?
Yes, I've just seen Saturnin hiding a boat. That man's really very mysterious.
It's your imagination. It must be to protect it from the weather.
You may be right, but I think he's behaving more and more strangely.
Don't be so suspicious. It's getting late. You can start your investigation tomorrow. This telescope will perhaps reveal better things than Saturnin coming and going. See you tomorrow, Valdo.
Good night, madam. A new day is starting. I'll find Babou. I'm sure that Leonardo's telescope can reveal other things. It looks as if Saturnin's uncovered a trapdoor while cleaning. It would be more useful a light. It's pitch black inside. Here's one of the famous prototypes of the flying machines designed by Da Vinci. What a shame it's damaged. It seems that the steering shaft has disappeared and the right wing has lost one of the struts that held it in position. I have to find something to straighten it. The marks on this plate are too clear to be there by chance. I need some light-coloured powder to show them up. These signs must have a meaning, but what? I'll note them down, one never knows. I need a fire. It looks as if it's ready. That's perfect. What's this? All these signs must have a meaning, but I don't think I have the key for decoding them. Good morning, madam.
Good morning, Valdo. You can call me Babou. Madam is too formal and Marie is too sweet. My friends call me Babou.
The king too?
Yes, the king too. Do I detect a hint of jealousy?
Perhaps, I admit. Have you used the telescope?
Yes, it's fascinating, but I haven't succeeded in pointing it elsewhere. It hardly moves and seems stuck.
It's not surprising, it hasn't been used for years. I'll see if I can fix it.
It smells divine. Where did you find it? These oils are very precious.
I distilled them here with the roses from your garden. I didn't think you'd be against me using them for this.
On the contrary, you've done very well. You really are a most resourceful man. Is it for me? It's wonderful.
I found it in Leonardo's cabinet. I thought it would suit you perfectly.
Thank you very much.
That's strange. It seems that Leonardo adjusted the telescope to look towards the inside of the room.
Yes, you're right. I thought he preferred to watch the sky.
I can't see very much. Just part of the drawing hanging on the wall. Leonardo wasn't the type of man to do things randomly, especially when it came to his machines.
That's true. Perhaps the drawing is hiding something.
Was it there before your arrival?
Yes, in exactly the same place.
I'll take a closer look at it.
That's what I thought. Leonardo used invisible ink to hide a message in this drawing.
You're right, Leonardo did use his telescope to look at the sky, but not necessarily the one we thought. The drawing hid a celestial map and a sketch of the telescope. It looks very similar to the one here, but I noticed that the lenses seem to be fixed. Doesn't that remind you of something?
No, but you ought to talk to Saturnin about it. He cleaned this room before I moved in. He might know where they've gone.
I'll go and see. Thank you, Babou. This man really doesn't inspire my trust. According to what he says, he's never set foot in this part of the manor. Good day, Saturnin.
Good day, sir. Is your research going well?
Yes, fine. I've just made an interesting discovery in Babou's sitting room, an astronomical telescope built by Leonardo.
Babou? Ah, from what you say, you were able to soften Madame's attitude.
That's enough, Saturnin. From what I understand, you're the one that cleaned her apartments before she moved in. You said you'd never set foot in them.
It was a long time ago, sir. Everything must have changed since. That's why I said nothing to you about it.
Rubbish. You know exactly which of Leonardo's works are in her apartments, but you prefer to lie as usual.
You're very hard on me, sir. It's normal not to tell a stranger what a lady's apartments contain.
What a fine soul. While we're about it, Babou and I think that two circular lenses that should be fixed to the telescope are missing.
And you think I have them?
Precisely, Saturnin. And Madame de la Bourdesière would very much like to recover them.
You're cunning, sir. If Madame wants them, I can't easily refuse. However, I'm really sorry, but I don't have anything like what you've described.
I'm sure he's not telling the truth.
Thank you very much, sir. It's delicious.
I'm delighted you like it.
I suppose you must have need of me to be so friendly.
Your thoughts are running wild. I was just trying to be pleasant.
Very well, I'll give you the lenses. Otherwise you'll never leave me alone. You're lucky there for Madame de la Bourdesière. Otherwise it would have cost you more than a few drops of brandy.
I suppose so.
They're in my cabinet. Go ahead, you know the way. Don't search everywhere. The lenses are in the cabinet.
Don't let him out of your sight, Saturnin. I want to know exactly how far he's progressed at our next meeting. What's all this about? Who would want to have me spied on? And what's Saturnin doing in this affair? I must find out the truth about this matter. First, look for the stars. Then find the Philosopher's Stone, and the path to power will open up before you. First, look for the stars. Then find the Philosopher's Stone, and the path to power will open up before you. First, seek the stars, then find the Philosopher's Stone, and the path of power will open up before you.
The Philosopher's Stone. He spoke of the Philosopher's Stone. I don't believe it. He found it.
Perhaps, but don't let's celebrate too quickly. The riddle above all speaks about stars.
First, seek the stars. Yes, that's right. He insisted on the order of events. But you do realize, Valdo, the Philosopher's Stone.
I know, Babou, but don't worry. If it's here, I'll surely find it. In the meantime, I must discover to what the constellation I saw in the telescope corresponds.
What did it look like?
A lozenge topped by a fifth star.
The Lyre, Valdo. I'm sure it was the constellation of Lyre. Perhaps Leonardo's celestial globe contains the solution to this part of the riddle.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This celestial globe is a real masterpiece.
I knew that it would please you. It's a gift from Henry, the King of England. If you look closely at it, you'll see that it's not just a globe.
It's a secret box. And in it I shall place one of the keys that will protect the passage.
It's a very good idea. And what about the stone?
All in good time, Your Majesty. The most urgent matter is to protect the path that leads to your castle. Then I promise you I shall look into these alchemical whims.
You are alone in daring to speak to me like this, Leonardo. Whims, you say?
Indeed, Majesty. You are my friend, and as such, I must speak to you frankly, whatever the cost. You should not desire the impossible, Francois. There, that is what I'm trying to tell you.
Leonardo definitely had the courage of his convictions. He spoke of the path that leads to the king's chateau, the path of power. It's the door of the underground passage to which the riddle refers. The medallion that I've just found is one of its keys, and the Stone of the Wise should give me the other one. You seem in better spirits than earlier on.
It's been a long time since I tasted a drink like this.
Is this animal yours?
It's Alcahest, the manor cat.
Alcahest? That's a strange name. Does it mean anything in particular?
I don't think so.
That name reminds me of something. Does Alcahest's name mean anything to you?
Yes, it's the name of the manor cat. But wait. Alcahest also means Philosopher's Stone.
That's it. Thank you, Babou. That name struck a chord, but I couldn't remember what. Another of Leonardo's enigmas. When he told us to seek the Stone of the Wise, he was in fact speaking of the cat.
If I remember well, he wears a medallion.
It must be the second key to the Path of Power. Somewhere here there's a passage that leads to the King's chateau, isn't there?
Yes, there's an underground passage, but I don't know how to enter it. However, I'm surprised that you know about it.
Simple intuition, but it's not important. I went down to the cellars, that's where the underground passage must arrive. I'm going back. There's something I must have overlooked.